back. So welcome back, everybody. Let's start off with a short recap. Um, Last session, um, while Painter was still dealing with the ramification of his model spree and how it affected him, he went off by himself for a bit to think about it. Um, he said something about maybe going into like the area where they have like pottery stuff and stuff like that, just to do a bit of like crafting and kind of do what's called I don't know what it's called in English.
Mm,
What's called like the Ripui Beisuk, like treatment by doing
It's
something like
therapy, basically. It's like therapy
yeah,
through art or through like
basically art
doing
therapy.
stuff.
Basically, yeah. So that's what he was doing. The rest of you went to the temple district to find answers about Vinny's voices in her head.
Voice
Um,
one.
Voice one, yeah, yeah, female. To which, by the way, Vinny asks specifically if they can find information about him, um, maybe in the temple district or anywhere in the city. To which he answered laughingly that he's not omnipotent, but he assumed that the place with all tones might have all the stuff in them. So you went to to the temple district. You found the temple of Goy, who is the god of law and history. You went inside. You witnessed how they performed the prayers. Vinny approached one of of the priests of the temple, and he told her that while he was not aware of specific tones, she can pray to Goy, and perhaps she will get lucky and get some kind of godly apparition or something. He was obviously not expecting that to happen, but that was the best he could do. Vinny knelt down next to one of the basically small places people could like pray to and put their appeasement on. The way that they perform the prayers, I remind you, was basically taking a slab, could be wood, could be stone, could be metal, depending on how much money you have and how much you want to expend. That's basically what you would choose and inscribing on those pieces of slabs a memory, a piece of your own personal lore, while voicing it out loud so people who might be interested will be able to hear it. That's how you venerate Goy, basically, by sharing your own lore and history. Vinny shared a story from her youth about the time of war in her original country on her original planet of Midgard, and just the experience of what it is to witness part of the horrifics of war as as a child. Um, Once she was done, uh, actually kind of halfway in the middle, um, Goyd's presence kind of beset upon you. In both shielded people around there to not really understand what she was saying, but to get the emotion that she was experiencing through the memory. Mostly to protect their fragile mind from information they might not even understand. And after that, he transported you into almost like a sub space location, his own kind of domain, to converse with Vili. Um, he basically um, was interested by the information that she said, by the history and the law, which was unique, and by her being for Midgard. He then told her that he can answer some of her questions with the limited time that they had, but he will require a vow from all of you to agree to perform a favor for him in the future uh, to the, when immediately when he said it, Ivo was like, "Nope, I'm out. I'm not vowing anything." And Igor basically took him outside of the domain. Everything outside was basically frozen in time for the time being. Um, And within the domain, he explained that the favor would be an ethically clear one, meaning he wouldn't ask you to do anything that you wouldn't be willing to do or would be go against your ethics and morals. So it won't be anything like evil or anything like that. And it will most definitely be concerning something around law or history. Oren and Vinny agreed, and then Goy basically dumped a bunch of truth on Vinny, starting with the fact that Vinny had died when she arrived to this world. She basically slipped during one of her archaeological digs, um, hit her head, and was right on the cusp of dying. As they say in The Princess Bride, she was mostly dead. Um, that was the moment when the voice in her head, the wanderer, the one who lives in between, basically snatched her soul and brought her as part of his powers of being in between to this world and reconstructed her body from scratch using his own power, almost to the identical molecule, um, and binding her with some of his own power, which is what the two ravens, the two that she has on her hand, basically does. He also identified them as Hugin and Mugen, who are very well known in Norse mythology, but also in this world they have the same symbolism. They are mostly affiliated to as the ravens of Odin. One is basically his eyesight, his far away seeing, and the other one is like his memories and thought. Or one is the thought, one is the memories. I need to check my notes, but basically it's something like along those lines. And they are basically his eyes away and his like ways to communicate and messages. And again, it's something that is symbolized also in this world. Odin is a minor god in this world, so it's not one of the main deities, not the all father, so to speak, in this world. Um, but yeah, it's one of these things that kind of relates to him as well. Um, and basically, he told you 1 second. I could just check my notes real quick that I'm not forgetting anything. Uh, Oh, and he told her also that why the Wanderer basically reconstituted her body and put her soul inside, he doesn't have control over it. There's no way for him to control Vinny's actions or access her soul without her letting him or hand. So she's kind of safe to have her own free will, and he put her in this world as a free agent to do something which he doesn't know what, but he was kind of pleasantly and laughingly surprised by his involvement in this. Even Vinny, do you remember what he called him?
Yes, he called him an old fart.
Yeah, basically.
I wrote
Uh,
it down.
yes, I remember seeing you write it down. That's why.
You could hear my typing.
Thing, yeah. He also revealed that time on Midgard basically runs twice as fast. So Vinny, who has been here for about I think 2 months now, give or take, in this world, basically lost around 4 months of Midgard time.
And
Um,
and Vinny had a dawning realization that they may or may not have found her body, and she sent her mom a voice in her head talking, and her mom probably either thinks she's insane or her family thinks her mom is insane. So, mm.
yeah. And with that, basically, Goi's manifestation ended, and the party remained to was brought back to the shrine. The priest who felt something was in awe and shock, and Ivor basically, after all that, left. The party kind of followed him and found him going into a temple of Loki, just to basically put a coin there, part of his own kind of earnings, as is befitting the somebody who practiced the faith of Loki. Um, and I will kind of explain in a roundabout way that it helps him stay anchored after this kind of shenanigans to that. Um, and with all that done, you all decided to now head to the lake to try to discover what's in the portal underneath. The one that were did tell Vil that you should explore inside. Um, you make your way to the lake through the southern side of it, where is the port of the city, of one second, of the Sif. Um, what's going on? What are you looking?
Give a coin to your Loki, O Valley of Plenty.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. So you went to the docks on the southern side of the lake, the Darcy docks basically. Waited until after dark, so people wouldn't kind of ask questions about the people riding like sailing on a huge. What was it? The new boat that you made, duck again?
No,
What was
goose.
it? Goose.
Goose.
Yeah. Run, sailing on a weird goose boat into the middle of the lake and then jumping down. Um, and with that, you dove underneath the waters with Owen's water breathing spell that encompasses all of you. You went all the way to the bottom, feeling the immense pressure that diving so deep causes. All of you experiencing 1 point of exhaustion just by trying to resist the insane amount of pressure. Um, and as you went underwater, you all could see now the huge portal, which you can see on the map as well. It's a spherical kind of a portal, or I mean, kind of spherical, but it's basically this white point in the center, and around it is basically the blue line, the blue sphere that you're seeing is the force field. That the only reason that you are actually seeing it is because the water are touching it, and it kind of bouncing back and creates kind of like the foam inside. And that's where we left off. So with that, we're back on. What do you want to do? I remind you you're underwater, you have water breathing, or remind me if I or correct me if I'm wrong, but you don't have the ability to speak underwater. Water breathing doesn't let you speak if I remember
No,
correctly. Yeah.
no.
Hmm.
Who doesn't love an underwater level?
I mean, I'm just getting closer to the portal and I'm gonna inspect it with all my senses that I have. Um,
Roll that kind of trick.
net 1 for 11.
I mean, it looks and feels just like you did when you look through the eyes of Sehut. Force field, very old. The runes that are basically on the ground that kind of makes the localized formation that creates it are also very old, older than what you know. It's like it's still old speech or old runic speech, but it's like a very ancient form of it, basically.
Um, Peter will try something which I don't think will work, but he will still try. He'll try to shadow step inside the force field.
Um, I would like you to roll.
Don't split Peter in half, please.
Maybe it will be like the
The
Star Trek,
Constitution
the
saving
Star
throw.
Trek teleporters. Suddenly, there are two petals. Roll, I guess, in Arcana check.
Okay. 19.
Close. The only way you would have been able to do it was with a nat 20. Um, you try to kind of do the spell. The way that you usually do it is that you kind of send your spirit self, your astral self to a location, and then kind of will reality to shift your physical body to that location. That's how your spell works in a way. It's like a spiritual thing. It's not an actual spell. But the moment your spirit gets to the barrier, you feel it being repelled. Not aggressively, like almost gently or like or lovingly almost like no, my friend, no, this is not for you. And you are basically pushed back to where you started. No harm, like no harm done, but very obviously not the way to do it right now.
I'd like to carry on my escapade from last time and be having a look for any sunken ships.
Nice. Roll perception. I will say that you are under a dimly lit area, so that will affect your eyesight and your range. I also try to put it in the actual map, so it's a bit dim, but I don't know if it will affect the actual radius of visibility in the map. But yeah, well,
So I've got a 12.
there are, I mean, around you on the bottom, you see some wrecks here and there, all kind of remains of ships. There are also some human remains here and there, bones here and there, skulls here and there. Some of them are not humans as well. There are also animal remains bunch around. Um,
Like to just like dig around in them, see if there's anything of interest, if there's any chests. Because the idea Ivor has is there could be things down here that sunk that no one's seen for years.
Roll investigation, but where are you looking specifically? In the dirt, next to some of the bones, some of the
Yeah, be like on the hands and then in the soil round them, or if there's any like obviously broken ships, it would be just peeking my head in because I'm guessing it would be far too dark in there. So it'd be if something is glowing or getting his attention while he's poking his head in.
You are aware we are in a lake, not in the ocean.
Yes, there still can be. It's a very, very, very big lake. And we're very deep.
Okay.
It's a huge lake. And there are boats here. That remains of boats, and again, there are like actual human and other species as well, like bone stuff. Roll investigation.
11.
You look around. You found a few hammers, a few trinkets. Nothing really that kind of sticks out for you to like actually want to take it with you. No luck where you're looking at right now.
I'm looking.
I will bring one of the hands of one of the people with me. And while Oren is trying to investigate being all magic-y, I'll basically be waving the hand at him as if to say, "Do you want a hand?"
I will see what the guys are doing. Like I'll see Oren trying to examine like the barrier, which I may be able to do magic, but I don't really understand what the heck in magic. And I asked my question for today, and I'm not sure what Pedal's trying
Technically, you
to.
haven't. This is past midnight.
So it's like it refreshes in midnight, not after a long rest.
Yeah, once every day, not longest.
Okay, I will not ask a question yet. Uh, so not sure what Pedal's doing. Like she's trying to just shift. Not sure what's happening there. I'll see Ivor, and I know he said he wants to search for treasure. And I look at him just like waving the hand, bored, and I'll just like walk around to where he was looking, and I will use my metal like magnetic feeling around to kind of like metal detect in the bottom of the lake.
So I would like you to roll. Okay, first of all, once you do that, you immediately see some lines going down. Some are thicker, some are thinner. You can see that there are some metals here. Roll perception or investigation. I would allow both of them.
Perception for sure. Right? Perception and
Yeah.
investigation.
Now, I actually should have
Perception.
told Ivo to do it with disadvantage because of the dim lighting. But because you're using your sense, just a plain roll. Not a,
And just a reminder, I did say previously that once we dived in, I put my goggles on. We have agreed that they are still working. They stopped working for that encounter and they are working again. I have my goggles. Just saying.
That's 6 plus 7, so that's a 13.
Nope. I mean, You see plenty of lines, but like you go to one of the thicker lines,
Mm.
thinking maybe that will be a big hole, and it's just a slab of metal rod, something that probably fell off a ship or something. Just normal plain metal rod, nothing weird or unique about it. Could have been like part of an ore or something. I don't know.
Hmm. I'll grab that. I'll just wave at Ivor.
Hey, Ivor is very happy right now. It's like Vinny is quite clearly joining in with just the scrounging. It's like this is fun. So because I mean the dome you said it's a physical barrier, isn't it? Like we can all quite clearly see there is this thing there. It's not invisible stopping us. It's like translucent kind of thing. So it's almost visible, but not 100%. Is that right?
Again, again, sorry.
So the barrier, we can see it, can't we?
So the bear itself is invisible, but because the water are hitting it, you can see like the
The
um,
ripples.
the ripples and the distortion the water causes like as it hits the barrier.
And with Oren's inspection of it, the runes that are powering it as such, like along the base, can we all see them, or is that just Oren who can see them? Is it one of those where it's like a magic rune that he can only see because of his thing, or is he able to point them out as if they're drawn on rocks?
No, the wounds are visible. Everybody can see them. They are very visible. They are glowing. And the one thing that you can see, but Owen can't see with his eye, are basically the ambient kind of magic ether that kind of being pulled because of the nexus point. I mean, Owen can see that. You all can't, but you can clearly see that like the wounds are glowing and pulsating, so they are doing something actively. Um,
I will swim over to one of the runes on the floor.
you can't. They are inside the barrier.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
Yeah. It
Have
will be
we?
stupid to make a barrier and have the ones creating outside of the barrier.
I was thinking they're like
Um,
on the edge of it, kind of thing, like barrier touches it.
no, I mean, you can get close to them to the barrier and see from the other side, but you can't like touch them or interact with them from your side.
Do we
Can I try
know?
just digging under it?
Yeah, you can.
No, I just want to see if I can like scoop my hand in the sand underneath the barrier.
Yeah, you can. You scoop your hand. Sorry, 1 second. I need to do something for the wife. Second.
It's like Ivor's impression is giant glass dome.
It's like a cat under a door when you're in the toilet or something, trying to like
Yeah,
pushing
just
his
like
hand in.
does it go down all the way, or is it just sun level?
So you start digging around like below the barrier, and to your chagrin, it's not a half dome; it is a full dome, and you can see that it basically continues underneath the sand.
Do we
I mean, you
know?
say that it's to Ivor's chagrin. I mean, he's looking at this going, well, looks like we're all going to have to look in the boats.
Do we know what the runes are saying?
I mean, actually, you,
I have been able to read runes previously.
yeah, but this is like a very ancient one, and also it's not one as in language. It's more like a code, like it's almost like the
Mm-hmm.
equivalent of the programming code. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's spell rune. I will let you try like roll an arcana check.
That's 17.
Speak friend and enter. No, I'm just kidding. But it's something along those lines. Basically, like it's saying it's almost like set of parameters that means that like a friend or an ally with a correct password may enter through the barrier. Everything else will not.
So I
So
will.
the last time, mm, the last time that we were sort of checking this portal out, my notes say in quotation marks, prove your just worth and allegiance. And I didn't write how I got that, if that was the translation of the runes or if someone said that to us.
That's what
I don't
Owen
remember.
understood from the ones.
Okay.
But we reminded Vinny's ability to read languages is now you know that it is godly given, so it's probably more accurate.
I have from the 30th of the 10th. It is written, "We need a key or a password. Prove ourselves worthy?" Question mark.
Mm. I wrote a pass key or a challenge in order to pass through the barrier.
Yeah. Hmm. I will use the rods that I found earlier, and I write in the sand, like password question mark.
I'm just going to keep rummaging around and see if I find anything of interest.
Roll another investigation with a disadvantage because of the visibility.
At one.
A crab bites your hand.
Yeah, I was just about to say with the killer. Yeah, we take 1 HP point to health.
Mm.
I'll go up to the dome as well and just like tap on it, like knock on it like it's a door, just to see if it's going to do anything.
As you knock on it, you feel the feedback from it. Like there's almost like a pulse of power, as like as a ricochet or like counter force that kind of acts against you, and you can feel it kind of emanating
It's
outside.
like it's springy.
It's not
almost.
no, it's not like a spring. It's more like it's almost like it discharges energy to repel you. So when you like knock on it, it's very small amount of energy disbursement, like almost like a small ripple, nothing big or amazing. But yeah, that's what you see.
So if I put my hand on it gently,
It ripples out constantly, very very low, like a low low vibration basically.
start gradually pushing on it, is it going to go
No,
through or just?
no, it increases its vibration by a lot, and the ripples are getting stronger. Again, not something that is like insanely strong because you're not exerting like a lot of force on it, but it is constant force, so it will go bigger.
Ivo has an idea, but he is not going to do it. The intrusive thought was like, if I shoot it, I will literally be like looking at Vinny, looking over it, like it when she's in the sand over there, and we're like, if I shot it there, and it.
I will see you plotting with my perception. I'll be like,
Just when I was like an evil grin on his face as he swims back away from it, like I
and you
don't
can,
know what I'm doing.
and
here."
you can like hear muffled like, "I'm the only one who can heal here."
Oh, and anything you want to try?
I'm thinking the whole time, but I don't think there's anything I really gonna try here.
I will write in the sand. Question? Question mark?
I will add another question mark underneath. What do you mean?
Like,
Um,
and I'll point to my head and do to ask the thingy,
ask the portal a question.
not the portal, but ask the talking thingy in my head. Like if we have a question that might be specific enough to maybe help us. Like I don't think what is the password required to enter this portal specific enough because it feels easy too easy.
And again,
Feels like cheating.
he's
And
not
he might
no.
not
Again,
he
it's
might
not
not know.
omnipotent. Yeah,
Um,
generally gods in this world and like in Norse mythology are very much not omnipotent. They are
Mhm.
very, very human-like in their abilities and in their knowledge in many
Mhm.
ways. So
is there some sort of like customary um greeting in like the old tongue, or like just from the stories that Beethoven might have heard, that he might speak to be friendly or something? Sorry
um,
about the shaking. I'm on my bed.
there are several. I mean, kind of like ways to welcome somebody, both in Katir society and in general, like on speech. You can try them. There's no like ceremony specific that you remember or anything that is like old enough that you feel it fit in here. No.
He'll still try it because I mean we don't really have much. So while we're thinking,
I'll swim over to Oren, and on the floor I will draw um the dome going one way and then a circle next to it. I'll like draw an arrow to the top of the dome with a question mark, and then like a compass of north, south, east, and west through the actual dome. And then I'll look at Oren and I'll gesture and be like, and then I'll draw a door as well. It's like, is there somewhere something like this should have an actual entrance? Because if we're stood on the side wall, it's not going to have a door here.
I guess I would just
I literally just look at
nod
Oren
at you. I
like,
would just look at you like with a blank stare, like.
I would actually want Avo to roll for performance to see how well you managed to draw that.
Decent.
So
a 15 for it.
okay, so you did a pretty good job. Like, the message was understood basically.
I'm guessing from Oren's blank look, the answer is,
No.
I don't know. It's like, I won't gather it if he understands what I was saying, so I will then literally proceed to write, where would the door be? In letters. And it'll dawn on Ivor, why did you just draw that instead of just writing it in the floor?
I will point to the door and then to the password.
I'm just going to swim up to it and just write the word password on the actual dome.
Nothing happens.
I will
I just look
also
back at Oren like,
I will also do something stupid, and I will go to shake the dome's hand.
You try, but you feel the resistance as you try to kind of extend your hands inside.
And you said I can feel there's vibrations when you try to touch it, right?
Yeah.
I will start just playing like patty cakes with the dome. Because I seriously don't know what to do.
I'm impressed that you know that it's called patty cakes because I didn't remember that it's called patty cakes. Second of all, I mean, nothing happens. You create more ripples, more like power ripples. Um, yeah. How strongly are you doing the patty cakes? Like, are you trying to beat slap the dome or are you trying
No. It's like two friends doing like patty cakes, like
So yeah, just slight ripples, nothing. Patty cakes,
I'll
patty
take out one hammer and like flip it at the dome. Like, do I have to pay to get in?
It hits the dome and bounces slowly, floating back to you.
And
Also,
fishy.
I will gesture everyone to get away from it for a second, just like swim away,
Fireball.
get away. No, not fireball. But I would like to know if this feedback is actually like a actual feedback that you get it back into your face, or if it is absorbing force. So I'd like to. I will cast magic missile on it, but I will just shoot one missile at the barrier, at the actual barrier.
So don't roll for attack because obviously you can't miss this. But roll for damage.
That's a 3.
So the magic missile hits, and you can definitely see that some of the impact was absorbed, but the ripples that came out from the impact, I mean, I said vibration because there's no other way better to explain it. But with your eye, you can see that this is actually energy that is being pushed outside by the force field to basically almost fight back in a way or push back whatever hits it. Because magic missile is not corporeal per se, there's nothing to be pushed back from after it hits. But if it was like an arrow, the energy that it expended was an equal force to basically repel it away. So it is an energy that the force itself kind of exudes and uses. You did see fluctuation in the energy around that location once it did it. So like it took energy to do that basically.
Mm-hmm.
But it is very small because magic missile is kind of like a weak spell.
Mm. Okay, interesting.
Are any of the bodies in the area, well, the skeletons in the area, of an obscure creature?
Roll,
Something that's not human, Katir,
roll a
or like
perception check with disadvantage because again, dim lighting.
7.
That's
You-
probably
17.
down to
7.
10.
I mean, you personally don't manage to find anything strange. You see a bunch of bones, bunch of skulls. You're not an expert, so you don't really know how to tell the difference. A bone to use a bone.
I will just do like a silly me sort of thing. I will swim over to Ivor and with his skeleton hand, and I will touch the hand and cast light on it.
Suddenly, you see yourself in
Womp.
So
So you have light for an hour.
okay.
At
So
20 foot.
with that, I'm gonna first of all kind of bring back a bit lower the darkness in the map. So now that you have light, you can see a bunch of skeletons around you, like a whole bunch, so in different states of decomposition and different states of just age wise, for like a way to term. Some are very ancient, like probably hundreds of years old, went for classification and all that. Others are more fresh. Some even have a bit of still meat on them. But you do notice that like most of them are human remains, at least very obviously human. You managed to find a few more life skeletons, but still human looking, so you assume it's probably Katir. Um, there is a weird one with what looks like wings, or like remains of a wing structure attached
I
to
would
his wing
make a
blade.
beeline for that. And it would be quite obvious that Ivor has seen something of interest. It wouldn't be like any form of stealth going to it. It would literally be like sudden, like full on going ham to get to whatever this is. So anyone who is even remotely paying attention will see that he's seen something odd. And I will go over to it and immediately pick the head up.
1 second.
It will go towards you.
Trying to find an old note, a very old note. So 1 second.
Damn.
Yeah, like one that predates this campaign. So this might take me a few minutes. 1 second.
Bringing up a dead character from a past campaign that has died in this specific lake, and you have just found their body.
Just there, like, we're there looking at the skull. And mainly, I'd like to know what its teeth looks like.
Why?
It's not a vampire.
Ivor is like, this is what a dead vampire might look like.
They don't have wings.
They fly. They can be bats. So maybe they do have wings. But also, he'd be interested to see if there's anything shiny in their face, mainly in their teeth, or if they've got any carvings on their head. Or if it just looks cool. That's also a category of thing that'll end up in bag.
So it's taking me a long time. I might not be able to even find it, to be honest. So we'll see.
And just for reference for the group as well, with Ivor being, ever so slightly eccentric, the way he will be holding the now light-induced hand is he has literally interlocked fingers with it, like he's holding hands with it as he's spinning. But he's acting like it is completely normal to be holding a skeleton's hand this way.
It's like the strip on the Wii remote so that it wouldn't fall. So you're like holding its hand, like, yeah, this way it won't fall and you can move around.
Literally, yeah. He's like, this makes sense.
Okay, so I couldn't find the old note. I need to look at it. I think it might even predate me using like G Drive and an online resource. It might like when I actually had like physical notes. Basically, what you see in front of you is a very very it's a it they are these are like remains of a race that they're basically like stories about on in Coneland. Nobody really, I mean, not nobody, but they are very, very like a secluded kind of race of winged humanoids who usually tend to live very, very high and off the continent in what in the map. 1 second. So
Would they be like a gargoyle-esque winged creature? So
no, they are very much human looking, like human body, with basically some features that are avian, but not to the extent of looking like Birdman. You know what I mean? Like they are more man than bird, but they do have different types of wings. There are a lot of different like varieties of wings in the race. Like there are stories that some of them might be like having a small colony to the east of Courland, somewhere that is called Smars Vapir, which are basically like like small mushrooms in loose translation, which are basically a formation of very, very, very tall rocks that kind of sprout outside of the ocean, and their tops kind of expand outside like a mushroom. So this is like a place that usually people say that they live in. Um, there wasn't any sighting of any one of those races on Conan in a long, long time. Like they are very secluded, very, very kind of like frightful of outsiders, and generally only trade a little bit with people coming to like directly to their cities. Um, yeah.
Is there any average size piece of him that, if Ivor takes, will be undeniable proof he found one.
I mean, no, because
Because I'm guessing like the wing is just a segmented wing. If he takes one bone of it, it's just
yeah, it's
one bone of it.
there's really nothing you can do. No, nothing. Not in this state of the old remains. But I will let you roll another investigation on the bones because you are kind of picking around them very, very interestingly. So makes sense.
Hallelujah.
What?
23.
Got a nat 20 for 23.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
natty.
So,
Nice.
so you kind of go around his bones or their bones. Obviously, you don't know if it's a nail or filler because bones. And you're not a forensic expert working with an FBI agent. If you got a reference, you got a reference. And basically, you kind of go around within the body, and between the rib cage, something kind of glitters at you, and you kind of dig around a little bit more, and you find this almost blue metallic amulet um, or necklace that still looks pristine even after all this time.
I will be bobbing there in the water just above it, staring at it like kind of like Gollum with the Lord of the Rings ring. Just be like, and I'll literally look I'll look over to Oren, and then basically with that in one hand, glittering away, and my little skeleton hand in the other, I'll make a beeline over for Oren and basically full on like childlike, as in this is great. I am like living a dream right now. I am looting underwater where no one's ever been. I found something cool, and I'll just be like into his face, be like, "What's this?"
Dispel water breathing. No, no, no. I will gesture towards the amulet. If you I will like hold
Yeah,
up my
I'll
open
hand over to
hand.
you.
I will just
Um,
note that like Vinny will watch you as you go past her because she did go with you to the acid work, and she'll be like,
I'm right here.
Once I hold it, I would start identifying it.
Okay. That's a ritual, right? Like 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
well, he'll
Vinny's just scary magic. Oren's just magic.
I have like identified a few potions for you. Just saying, like potions, the
That is very
staff.
true. I forgot
Like,
about
I am
that.
the identifier here.
So,
So
while Vinny is pouting at the
no,
left
it's
out,
while he's doing that, I'll be like, well, if you don't need me to identify that, I will go identify the barrier because what the fuck
Just
can I
flaring
do?
underwater.
No, I will swim back to the barrier and start like identifying it because I don't think we've tried that.
oh, no, you haven't. That's
I don't
interesting.
think we have.
Okay, so you need to
Before
roll. Yeah.
before Vinny start, if you're doing a ritual thing before you start, I will minor illusion speak to you, like apparate my voice basically, to ask which of the runes means friend in the little thingy.
I will try to see if I can recognize a specific rune that says it.
So none of them actually say friend per se. It's more of the or like again, it's like programming code, so you don't really understand it as like you don't read it as an actual like sentence, but you get the meaning that like an ally or somebody that would be considered a friend of the one who created the formation needs to have a password or some way to prove themselves. Um, like that's the best kind of translation you can understand. It's not like an actual like literal translation of the runes. So Vinny, you roll Arcana on identifying. Owen, you finish your ritual and you learn that the necklace you are holding is a necklace of water mastery. Basically, while you are wearing this necklace, You can breathe normally in any environment, including underwater. You have advantage on saving throws made against harmful gases and vapors, such as cloud kill, sticking cloud effects, and so on. You can also gain control over water in the following ways. You can swim, you have a swim speed of 40 feet per second turn. No, per 6 seconds, it's like a 1 ton. Basically, by kind of condensing the water behind you and using it to push you. You can condense water under your feet to allow you to walk on water as well. Once in a short rest, you may remove all water from your clothes and gear. And while underwater, you have resistance to cold damage and extreme cold condition as in deep waters. I will even I will even add resistance to the pressure of underwater because that makes sense in this context.
Okay, got it.
You don't tell anything to Rival.
You can't
Oh,
say shit unless you're
I
written
literally
down.
have just, I
Now,
literally
like a
have
whole
just
book
been,
in the sand.
I literally have just been stood in front of Oren the entire time, staring at him like, well,
And well, I will hand it over to you. Back to you. And
It's
just
like-
not.
I'll just put it on and be like,
Immediately you feel the effects taking place, and like you get the innate understanding of what it can do.
And that is the beginning of your hobby of searching treasure underwater in many different places without relying on anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
can I, with this, make an air pocket by removing the water from the vicinity of it?
Roll an Arcana check to see if you manage to change the way it condensed water instead of underneath your feet as the shape of a sphere before your mouth.
This is going to fail dramatically. I just got another nat 20.
Damn, you managed to do it. You managed to like you cannot make the necklace think that your feet are here instead of where they are, and that kind of creates the pressure to let you have like a small air bubble.
Not as big as I wanted, but it'll do.
That's what she
Just
said.
like me. um, cool. I probably need to make a note of all the stuff it did.
It's a custom item on Homebrew, so you will have it available.
All right, cool. We'll have a look at it later. Um, hmm.
I have rolled a 16 in Arcana, and considering I have a 0
For Arcana, that's okay.
I mean,
That's impressive. Um, you don't have the full extent of what the barrier is, obviously, but you do know that it is very much like an energy based barrier, which needs energy and expels energy as it kind of repels other things.
As it what?
As it repels other things.
No,
It
like
takes in,
it,
it
like
takes in energy from like the surrounding,
Hmm.
from the ambient and magic energies that are like in this case in the like nexus point
Hmm.
node. I mean, um, and it needs to expend energy in order to actually repel things outside. So it's also constantly expending energy right now because it is repelling water all the time.
Hmm.
But like the influx of energy in compensates for it right now. But anything that it will need to repel in addition will take more energy, and it will need more time to like replace that basically.
So, do I get the idea that if we like overwhelm it with energy, it might like give in for a little bit?
You definitely can get that impression, though you most definitely don't have any clue how much energy you might need to do that. Like you don't get any inclination of the ratios right now, just the mechanics of how it works.
Huh. Hmm. I will point at Oren and be like the earlier, like the magic miso, good, but stronger.
You can
I will
literally,
just
you can literally write on the sand, for fuck's sake.
But this is
I,
fun.
This is literally, it's
I,
like
I
the
will
exact same thing I was in.
I will shake my head. I don't want to do that.
Mm,
I'll look over at Vinny, and basically because I've got the patch of air around my mouth, I can just talk. I'll look at Vinny and be like, "Ah, when people are underwater, you need to shout." Because I've got no context of if she'll be able to hear properly. So at the top of his voice, you'll see he is straining shouting this, but again, you might hear him perfectly clear or like muffled. He's like, "I hate to admit it, but I think you need to read some more books for us to get in this."
mm, mm.
You hold, all of you are hearing him very clearly, by the way. Water does conduct voice very well or sound very well, but it's almost like there's a small pillow above his voice because it is water in the end.
Yeah.
And he changed the wavelength once it hits water.
I think I want before we will go above water because it's like I have one more idea, but I think it will make a lot more problems if I'll try to do that. Um, I will ask my question. Um, can we figure out how to pass the barrier from the things located where we are currently inside the lake? Like, do we have the necessary things in order to figure out the password while we are down here?
Scale one would reply, no.
I mean, it is an answer. It means that, well, we're finished here for today. But if it's yes, then, well, we need to search more.
Because there's only one other thing that I can think of possibly to do, which would be to just with the new necklace tap the bubble. Is it like with one of the pointy bits on it, just as if to see if it would pop the bubble?
So before you do that, Vinny hears the voice of the that is very similar to Bruce Campbell. I reminded that's the voice that I have in mind for the wanderer. Um, and he just says, "You keep asking me very specific questions as if I'm omnipotent, which I very explicitly told you I am not. Such waste of your question. Oh well, but since you asked, everything can be solved with enough dedication or force of will.
Hmm.
Click.
I, I will write down in the sand, good here, no need to go up. Like,
Okay, I will write down on in the sand. Don't want to break barrier! Exclamation mark.
I will,
Dangerous.
I will add, like, in the sand, do you want in without breaking barrier? And I will add one-way ticket.
Breaking barrier.
Yeah.
I'm the one who knocks.
I'll still like to tap on the barrier with like one of the pointy bits, as if the barrier is literally a giant underwater bubble. Like,
The necklace shatters into. Oh, just kidding. So nothing happens again. It's repelled.
Hmm.
I I will look at Oren again, like looking, pointing back at the one-way ticket. Then I will point out two figures, two people.
I
Like
don't have an idea what you're trying to do.
if you'll remember from the heist we did, though I think this was specifically when you were out and we were like playing you like remotely. Um Vinny teleported her and Ivor inside the house. So basically Vinny is offering to dimension door inside the barrier, but it is a one-way ticket because she only has one dimension door unless we take a long rest inside the barrier with the portal, if we can even make it.
You can try, but I don't believe that the dimension door will appear.
I
Beetle
mean,
is Beetle is floating, hand on the
Just
barrier,
resting in
and
the water.
one hand on the barrier, and just through minor illusion, saying all the synonyms of friend, ally, companion. I don't even know, just all of that, and
Husband, wife,
the old
friend,
tongue.
mum, dad, granddad.
Yeah. Hello, welcome.
Mate,
In the
dog, Egypt.
old
Maybe it's
tongue and
a
the common
Kurt's
language.
friend, Sure.
So you just hear that in the background.
Cool. Cool. So,
I mean,
what are you doing, Vinny? Owen?
the dimension door will maybe work. Like looking at the spells, like specifications, it's a spot that I can see, visualize, or describe like the distance and stuff like that. Technically, it could work, but again, one-way ticket. So unless we will break the barrier to
Technically,
go
yes,
out,
but even dimension door can't go if there is a barrier that blocks the ethereal plane. There's still a teleportation that is not working. That's why I didn't try any teleportations personally, but you can do it. Definitely, you could try it.
I will say this, Owen, because you would know that, okay? I'm assuming that you're saying that because you saw Peto trying to do the shadow step. So Oren would know, also be able to see the difference because of his eye. That shadow step is not teleportation. Like the free, like she's not, he's not going into the ethereal plane. That's not what's happening there. It's the astral
Yeah,
projection
so that's
going to a place and then basically warping reality around itself to to rematerialize the physical self. So it's a
yeah.
very different thing, very different thing. So
Well, I would point upwards, to swim upwards to the surface.
okay. It did take us like a level of exhaustion to get here. So we will not be making it back here today. Okay.
No, it cost you a level of exhaustion.
no, you're still exhausted.
Well, yeah, but I've now got my little.
Yeah,
But you're still
propellant on,
but
so-
you're still exhausted.
exhausted.
Yeah, but you'll get a second one. I'll just be like whipping round. You're like, woohoo!
No, when you go up, you won't get another one because the pressure is reduced. It's not.
Oh, I suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because other than finding a way to light up the entire floor to try and see if there's anything from someone who built this. I mean, we've got this medal and there was nothing else around the body. I mean, I can't think of anything else other than we probably have to do a bit of research onto who possibly built this.
Well,
You can look around if you want. There are basically like Like this is quite a large area, so you can look around if you want.
Are there any caves nearby?
Literally on the map, you have like 8 caves. Literally on the map.
Well, I don't know how literal to take your map with this.
Always take it as literal and assume there might be other things that you can spot if you actually look for them. But
Okay.
whatever you, but generally, just so you all know, whatever you see on the map is there for a reason, and it's there like in actuality for you. Okay, so
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
I
going
see.
straight to the giant chest.
Yeah, I see that. And I'm like, wait.
Whee!
yeah, okay, I'm gonna explain it a bit better. It doesn't mean that there is a giant chest, because again, boom, like the scaling up and down of the
I was
large.
just there like, look at it.
But generally, like things I put on the maps are there for your characters to be able to see. They might have a meaning, they might not, but like what you see on the map is what your character will see automatically without trying to look for things. Okay, so yeah, you do see a chest, but it's crumbling and old and kind of broken, and there's nothing interesting inside of it. But there are also a bunch of caves. Oh,
But before,
I would say it's not actual cave. It looks more like crevices. Okay, like they're going underneath the ground. They're not like actual like caves that goes above.
hmm, I will, I will want to go towards here. Is this a sword?
Yeah, it's a very old rusty sword.
Does it like have anything written on it by any chance, or like just a sword that fell in and got water damage?
So you can see a small rune that resembles the sign of life, basically, or the sign that you would nowadays kind of like connect to the goddess of life, Isha,
Hmm.
because you have seen her like temples around, both in Drasif and in Okrasi, and even in what was the other town that you were in before? I forgot the name. Okay, yeah, Oro. So you do see that. So there's the one of like of that means basically life, but some people might read it as Isha because at one time it was kind of like one of the same. Um, and as you are pondering that, I would like you to what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is high. 1 second. 17.
17. So give me a second to check something.
There's something that seems like a fucking rocket beside like the giant skeleton nearby.
So, uh, so it looks like what?
The thing over here seems like a rocket. The thing like by the skeleton, like
To
this
me, it
thing.
looks like a scabbard. I don't know. Or a very, very weird dildo. Honestly.
Yeah.
Um, so,
I
That's
mean, it
bauble.
looks like
I
it
mean,
looks like a scabbard and then a spatula.
yeah, that's true. That actually does look like a sculpture. That's funny.
SpongeBob was here.
Yeah. It's a skull.
Well, actually, no, it's actually an O. For what I'm saying, an O or maybe like I don't know, a shovel, basically. Okay. So as you're kind of looking at the rune, you with your heat vision, you manage to see like just around here, um, almost like it doesn't look hot, but it's like a less cold piece of stone that seems to be moving a little bit towards you.
Towards me. I will grab the sword because interesting. I will want to check it out later, and I will float back to the guys and like cast.
So as you do that, as you float, I would say that you get around here, okay,
Okay.
as suddenly a sea snake, or basically a small sea snake, or I mean, this is small because it's bigger than you. But yeah, a sea snake bursts outside of the crevice and sand and lunges towards you. Um, so I would like you all to roll initiative. I know you wait, you're here.
Oh yeah,
So while that happens, what's your passive perception?
Oh shit.
10.
Yeah. So as that happens, you also notice movement towards you. I would say, I mean, what do you want to do? Do you want to move away, or like what is your instinct telling you? Because you just see you see
Um,
movement underneath the sand, basically.
well, I've got my giant light bulb with me, and I'll see it moving, and I will have seen the one burst out by Vinny, and I will look at it,
No,
and
at
I'll
the
think,
same time, you would not.
oh right, I'd be like, let's put this medallion to the test. And I will attempt to dart out the way as quick as possible.
So I would say that you get around. I would give you with the full movement that you can have in the water. Okay. And as you're gonna go, another sea snake basically bursts out of the sand. And with that, I would like you all to roll initiatives.
I've never had exhaustion before. Is initiative a street roll or
It's just
disadvantage?
minus. You have to
Something minus one or minus
subtract.
two.
On first level, I think it's -1. Or is it -2?
It's not happening automatically, I
No.
think.
Hmm.
Then it's a 16.
Because I've put it into
-2. It's -2.
minus two. Okay, because I was going to say I put it into D&D Beyond and rolling with it active, but it doesn't seem to do anything.
Does not.
Yeah.
You have to do it.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so
So
16?
if it's a -2, then 15.
15, okay. Owen,
16.
Ivo,
Got a 22, so that's 20 with the minus two.
damn, we are all rolling very, very high. Vinny,
12.
12. Still higher than they?
Oh, hallelujah.
Okay, so first one is Ivo. What do you do?
What do you
I will swim away another 40 feet. Oop, I clear away. Okay. Yeah. Yep. And then I will shoot back at him with my crossbow.
Yeah, go for it. Roll for attack with disadvantage.
Yay.
I was going to do a -2 off it, but okay.
No, it's because the water and projectiles don't love each other that much.
Exactly.
Okay. So 21 and then it was 20. So 2 good rolls.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And I'm guessing I don't get a surprise attack because he surprised me, little bastard.
Yeah, indeed.
6.
6 points of damage. Cool. Cool.
Away with you, fishy.
Nice. You blood him a little bit. You can see dark blood kind of spewing outside of where the arrow hit him. But again, it's a small arrow to a large creature, so
And it will look incredibly dramatic as does all blood underwater. Suddenly the whole area has gone red. And it's like,
I mean,
yeah, it's
it
just a
doesn't
little scratch.
Yeah, it doesn't do that. It's basically like what's the word? When the blood thickens and becomes
Coagulates?
yeah, coagulates.
right,
I
okay.
was looking for the word. Yeah. So it coagulates pretty fast because it's almost like getting stuck with a needle. You know, it's like size wise. Okay, so this was your turn. Next up is Oren.
I will use my action to cast Melv's Minute Meteors, and I will chuck 2 of them to this guy down here.
Wait,
So I
what are
need
you casting?
Melv's Minute Meteors.
Minute meteors. Tiny
Minute.
meteors.
Yeah,
Minute.
describe the
Minute.
like read what's the description of the spell for a second.
You create 6 tiny meteors in your space. They float in the air and orbit you for the spell's duration.
So
And then I can chuck them at someone.
key thing here, they float in the air. So I will allow you to cast it. I would like you to roll an Arcana check to see how well you manage to cast it inside the water, and then we'll decide what happened.
16.
16. So
Well, 14.
okay, so you cast the spell. Immediately, like it kind of fizzles a bit out. It's not disappearing, but instead of like burning meteors, you almost have like cold rocks that are floating. You can still project them as like missiles in a way, but obviously you are expecting them to be much less effective than what they would have been originally. Do you need to roll for a hit?
No, it's a dex save for them. They explode.
Okay, so um, obviously they won't explode on the water, but they might still hit. So are you aiming at which one?
This one down here.
Okay. Yeah, he failed miserably. How much damage is it usually does?
2d6.
So half it, 1d6.
So I chuck 2 of them. So I need 2 saves.
Okay, 1 second. Yeah, both fail.
6 points.
Super cool. So that's your turn.
Yes.
Fatal. Why do you have a
Status.
for you? Yeah.
That's the exhaustion. I was seeing
Oh,
what
okay.
happens. Yeah. um,
Lucky.
I guess I'm. Wait, how much is swimming speed? Is it half your normal speed?
Yeah, I think so. If I remember correctly. Unless you have some kind of specific ability or something.
I don't think so. So
Your monk isn't half your speed is like 100 feet.
my full speed is 55, so a half would be, I'm guessing, 25 because we're
Half
not
would
doing
be a normal human
27.
being speed, basically.
Yeah.
Hmm. Um, it's dim light behind the creature, correct?
Yeah, but you can see perfectly fine. You're like a tip.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm going to. How do we make it go away? I'm gonna shadow step using my bonus action behind it,
Mm-hmm.
and I know that there might be other snakes over there. And then I'm going to get out my spear, and I'm
So let's
just
say the
gonna.
Loch. Where is Samuel L. Jackson when you need him?
I missed that show. Yeah, I'm just gonna try go like middle of his body.
Cool. Roll for attack.
So the attack is -2 as well.
All the 20
Yeah.
checks are -2, yeah.
So that's a 22 hit.
Yeah, the obviously hits.
And that's 7 damage, and then I'll go for my second attack. That's a nat 1.
Oh. Yeah, so you try to hit it and he kinda moves his like body around your fist. And let's see if he managed to do something to you. Wow, I'm rolling so bad right now.
Yay.
He tries to kind of wrap around your hand, but you manage to put it back before it gets entangled. And I'm rolling 2s and 6s so far. This is like insane low numbers. Okay, so anything else you want to do?
No, I think that's my turn. Bonus action, and I'm not taking any. Actually, I can take movement because he did just try to attack me. I'm assuming he doesn't get opportunity. Assuming.
I mean,
Um. I'm going to just move around in front of it like this. So still staying within melee.
Cool. Cool. Next up is Vinny.
Yeah, a quick glance around to see if I see any more heat signatures. By any chance?
Roll a perception check.
Perceptions. That's
I would have told you to do disadvantage because of dim lighting, but you are with the thermal mask, so I would basically negate it.
15.
15. So, as you are looking around, you do indeed see more heat signatures, or at least slightly warmer than the rest of the stones, because they are cold-blooded, these snakes. But you do see one here and another one here.
Okay, so but I don't see any here or like around this area.
Not so far, no.
Cool.
I will add this to the battle stage as well. A second.
And if we don't attack them, will they stay away?
No!
Yeah.
Okay, so I will like take my movement back, which is 15 feet. That's all I have. And technically, sound travels well in water. We've established that earlier. I will cast Shatter, like here, so it wouldn't hurt Fatal. Just a second level Shatter, just a normal one. And he needs to do a con save.
Okay, one second. I want to check something before.
Shatter is technically thunder damage. I didn't mean to roll it there. I will re-roll it, and I will be fair. Like, unfortunately, I have
Are
no
you thinking
lightning.
on the scientific front, is it a concussive blast? Like a shockwave?
It is.
Yeah, it's a.
Then technically it would travel twice as far underwater.
Yeah. Like voice doesn't carry better, but the waves,
The
carry
vibrations.
farther. They go farther,
Because
basically.
Mythbusters did it back in the day where they threw a grenade in a pool and
Oh,
said,
wow.
are you better to lie on the floor or dive into a pool if a grenade rolled into the room or into a pool with you? And it is better to lie on a floor than it is to jump in the pool because the concussive blast is amplified in water.
So here's the thing, though. That's, I mean, I love Mythbusters, but I think this is the wrong question because most grenades damage is not from the concussive first. It's from the
it's from the shrapnel.
Exactly. And what
They
would
were
slow down
evaluating the
shrapnel.
actual blast.
Yeah. Anyway, so what does he need to? I need to roll a save.
A constitution save of 15.
Oh, finally. Yeah, he got more than that.
So it is half as much damage on a success.
Okay.
So I roll my 3d8, right?
Mm-hmm.
The force of it is not amplified. Like,
no, just the range.
Oh wow. That's really good. That's like 20, so half as much is 10. I got 2 8s and a 4.
Nice. So, Peter, I would like you to also roll.
I'm sorry. At least I used the second level and not like blast off with the very high level one straight off the bat, so I know to calculate better.
I got at 8 total, which I'm guessing is a 6.
So you get
20.
damage.
Are you okay?
I'm
So
half.
Emma knockback.
And I will also say that like all of you are hearing the sound wave, basically. While the force itself doesn't reach the rest of you, you can all kind of hear the vibration in the water. The snake screams, for like a better term. I don't know how to like what sound
Screeches,
like screeches. Yeah, probably.
hisses.
He's I don't know that emits a vocal cry that translates in the water to a high pitched frequency,
Like a sonar
kind of a thing
buzz.
that all of you are hearing right now. It's like very loud. It's not like painful loud, but it's like it carries far, basically. Okay. Um, anything else you want to do, Vinny? Anybody else you want to hurt?
Uh, well, just checking. This is action. Action. I think I do not have any bonus actions. Ah, um, I will give Fatal inspiration. I will do a dogaza like inside the water, like I am so fucking sorry. I give you my sincerest apology, and I will give you mark inspiration.
So is that that's your turn. Next up is this guy who will basically try to bite Peter's head off. Um, we call it that's quite high actually. 1 second. That's 22 to hit.
Why you like
Smooth
this?
hits.
Let
Uh,
me check.
Hmm.
That
and the damage. 1 second. Damage is 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay, if it is piercing, then I can do my deflect attack. So that's a 1d10 plus 12. It's reduced by that, so it's 12. So I basically reduced the damage.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's his turn. Um, and next up, it's this little guy. Now, I remind you, the snakes themselves are basically they're large. They are like I would say the equivalence of like an anaconda in size. Okay. And they have like pale bluish kind of scales. And very very bright gray eyes. Basically. So this guy will try to move towards Ivor. Ouch. Okay. So he will move all the way here. Um, and he will actually dash and try to cut Ivor off.
He's on Ivor.
He's on top of me.
That's him. And next up is this guy who will go also try to flank Ivor. Right. And that's on one. Ivor, you're between a snake and another snake.
I self-destruct. Uh,
You can
Seven
always
snake.
disengage.
let's have a look. Now, I'm sure being a rogue.
you can disengage is a bonus action and fun voice direction.
No, I can withdraw.
Are you trying to drink another potion?
No, no, no. Just have a look. Let me. What's the rules of disengage? How far can I go?
Well, how far you want to go?
You can use your movement and you won't provoke like an attack of opportunity.
Turns out I can also do that after an attack, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, you can choose whenever you want to do it. It's a bonus action.
Yeah, but it's But I will.
Reading your class features is important.
I would spam bonus action dodge when I was rogue.
And you're so fragile.
100%. It's just where's the best place to go, and I think it's just essentially close the distance and group together slightly. So I am going to disengage and swim away.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Can I? So now I've disengaged. Is that my action or is it a bonus action?
Bonus action.
Ew. Well, I'm going to take the hit and expect to get pummeled by the one behind me. And I'm going to give Paytol a hand. I'm going to attempt to attack him because he's being flanked.
Go for it.
And why do you need your bonus action for that?
No, there's the bonus action for getting away.
Oh, okay.
Just checking with what it was.
Mm.
So I'm guessing the advantage
What can you?
of it being 21 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
With the -2?
So, -2 on that as well. So that would be 19 to hit.
Still hits.
Okay. So with it being flanked, then that is.
Did you roll with disadvantage?
I've also got advantage because being flanked.
So it's a
So
flat.
it's just flat. Yeah. So 21 damage because it's the sneak attack roll
Wow.
from being flanked.
You hit him right in the eye.
Ouch!
Basically, almost piercing his brain. Tons of blood are spewing around to the point where Peyton, you would basically be under, I would say, dark lighting condition right now because you're just inside a blood pool. He's not dead, but he is becoming much, much more limb. And if before he emitted a screech, he's now screeching for the full round, just non-stop screeching. Okay.
That definitely won't attract other enemies.
No, if the explosion that I did earlier wasn't enough.
So with that, this guy will go all the way here.
Although it could attract, but it also could frighten them away. Like, what the fuck was that? I'm away from that.
And he will basically dash toward Ivor as well.
Oh, for the love of God!
You're just in front of him. He's an animal. He goes to what's like in front of him. That's his turn.
Ivor will glance over to Oren and literally like lift up his necklace and just give him like an evil side eye, as if to go, "Is this from this?"
I will cast a lightning bolt at those two in the direction of
I
those
thought you
two.
were going to say the one in front of me then.
You really had a really bad experience with the last wizard, right? You're still
I was like in water, lightning bolt coming straight at me. It's like, oh no.
So how does the lightning bolt work? Like, what's the description?
A stroke of lightning forming a 100-foot long, 5-foot wide line blast out from your direction.
Okay.
From the direction I choose.
Okay. So I'd like you to roll an Arcana check to see if you can focus the streak of lightning to remain in the direction and not be conducted other ways around.
Oh, it could
14.
hit the barrier.
14. So it does hit the barrier as it goes. It still managed to get to them, but it does hit the barrier as well. Roll for damage first for the barrier.
That's 26.
Okay. So 26 hits the barrier, and let me just write it down so I won't forget what happened. There is my thingy. So yeah, let's see here. 60.
Damn.
Yeah. So very distinguished. How much did you say? 20?
26.
Okay. L hits the barrier. It immediately bounces off back to its course, but you can see a very significant like energy being transmitted from like the source of it, pulling the energies towards that location to reinforce the barrier. And the one next to it kind of dims a little bit, not turns off, but it was an expenditure of energy that kind of it didn't like wasn't planned for it. Then the rest of it goes towards the snakes. Do they need to roll like a save or something, or do you make one?
Deck save, 15.
15. I think they actually managed to do that. 1 second. The first one does, and the second one as well. So that's half the.
Then it's halved.
And I would say that it's also half again because it was already like half because of the barrier. So
Sure.
how much I took it again? How much?
26. It was 26.
16 million and then 6 I guess.
7.
6 or 7.
6, 7.
Hey.
Oh man.
And then I will use a bonus action for 2 of those stones that I will throw at this one down there. So 2 more deck saves, please.
You did -1 on the one on the right.
Okay. Oh. Because I did notice he wasn't his full health. So 1 second, let me calculate this again.
Just a -7.
No, I need another one.
Yep.
So
Okay.
I'm so bad at that. Anyway, yeah. So you throw 2 more stones at this guy. Okay.
Yes.
So first stone hits critically. He rolled a net 1.
Okay.
So how much damage is that?
So we said 1d6, so I guess double it.
Okay. Doesn't matter because he had one HP.
Nice.
He
That, okay, yeah, it's dead
Yeah.
then.
So the first one just hits him, goes straight through his other eye. Very unlucky snake today. And immediately he basically just gonna stop moving and floats in the water, limp and dead, waiting to be turned into a purse or a boot. That's it. You have another stone. Do you want to throw it in a different snake, or do you want?
Oh yeah, well, if I can, then I would chuck the other one at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. Yeah. Mhm.
So this guy fails the deck save. So
1 point. Let's.
he hits you hits him, and it's almost as if like he looks at you for a second, almost with like like if a snake would have a human face, it would be like, and then kind of goes back to looking at Ivo, basically.
It's like, are you trying to get my attention? Just tapping it on the shoulder, like, huh?
And that's your turn. I will say that you are now, once the lightning hits the barrier, like in addition to the just insane amount of screeching that the other snake gave off before you killed him, the energy that it exuded to repel the lightning also kind of expanded vibration wise outside in a very, very large area as well. So I would say that right now, all of you can hear almost like another screech coming from here. Petal, you up.
Um, I don't have enough movement to make it there because I have 25. It sucks, but I guess I'm gonna use my bonus to move 5 more feet, and then I'm gonna attack this guy. Um, it's such a dumb use of a bonus.
Wait, you are here, right?
Do you not have a long stick?
I
to
checked
beat it
its
with?
range is only 5 feet.
Like she has 55 movement, so
Half would be like 30 then. Not 25.
27 and 5.
We round everything up except damages. Damages are also all in.
Okay,
so you don't waste your movement like bonus action.
that's great.
I might not die.
So I'll get my spear and I'll bonk the snake.
Who is
Is
this?
that your cat?
Your cat doesn't.
Yeah, that's my cat.
It's a very aggressive cat.
No, he's just unhappy. Hang on. That's a 13.
So into hit, that misses. Oh no, actually, that's just hit actually.
Does that include the -2?
Yeah, it includes the -2.
So you just
So-
barely hit, like you hit him on the part of his scales, almost doing no impact, but still managing to kind of do something.
Do I get advantage because of flanking?
You actually do, yeah.
Let's see if it's higher. No, it's not. So 13 to it, and the damage is 8.
8.
And then I'm gonna roll again. Why can't I roll? 25 to hit.
Yeah.
9 damage. And then
No, wait. So better this.
I guess I'll spend a focus point to do flurry of blows.
Yeah.
So that's 2 of my claw attacks, basically. Advantage as well. 25 again. 10 damage. And if this actually kills him, I'm basically making like sushi shape. Not sushi. What is that? Like those cuts you do?
Sashimi, I think.
Yeah,
No.
21 to hit.
Oh, do you have another one? Okay.
Yeah. 9 damage.
Close, but not cigar.
However, you do now have 3 tuna steaks in your inventory.
So basically, like what you all see is basically Petal swimming towards the snake and in rapid movements hitting the shit out of it, all the while making it look almost like like he's not inside water right now from the speed that he's doing it. The snake looks very bad and starts screeching as well, out of pain. That's your turn. Next up is Vinny.
Yeah, so it worked so well last time. I'm gonna like step forward, maybe 15 feet, swim forward by 15 feet, and I will do a shatter, centered around this guy, hopefully to catch this guy, and maybe also the barrier. I don't know.
What's the radius of shutdown?
Usually it is a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
Like a 10 feet sphere. It shows.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So so cute. I will
He's
cast
actually
it.
quite small.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby. I will cast it in 3rd level, so that's 48. And they need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
I will roll my dice.
So what's the DC?
15.
First one succeeds, second one fails.
Okay, so 15 plus 4, that's 9 plus 8 is 17 damage. Thunder damage.
So wait, so 70 is the full damage?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one gets half. So
Took me a while to think about it.
so half of 17 is 8, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And the
Like
second
8 or
one,
9, depending if you're rounding up or down.
down. Damage we always on down.
So 8.
And the second one is 17. So let you calculate quickly how much HP he has. Yeah, he's looking pretty bad. Um,
Mhm.
the moment you cast your third level spell, though, I would also say that you hit the spell as well. So I'm just gonna write,
The barrier.
yeah, the barrier, the amps. Yeah.
We all cease to exist in a blinding white flash of light.
Ah. Imagine we're getting sucked into the portal and then missing the like the Jarl's thing. Oopsie
That,
doopsie.
that would be hilarious. You also see the barrier kind of flickers for a bit, like, and kind of exude energy, what you can see outside. Um, and this guy also starts screeching from pain. But it doesn't really matter because the moment you cast the third level spell from your like point of origin, so to speak, it exudes a very distinct frequency of the spell. Like, oh, and you would actually be able to see that even before in your spells, that each one that you cast emitted kind of like its own frequency. But all of them also had a little like overlaying frequencies that you can, now that you saw like Vinny spell as well, you can kind of correlate that it's probably like the level of power of the spell or the spell's like slot number, basically like, level. Um, and that triple of the level of the third level spell emanates outside very, very distinctly. And you hear the screech from here again. But this time, you don't just hear it, immediately, almost as if reacting to your third level spell, you see outside of the crevice comes out
That's oh
a
no.
huge snake.
This baby is
Um,
dead mama.
and yeah, and basically it goes half his movement speed. Just did it correctly. Yeah, actually I moved correctly. Yeah, immediately towards you, Vinny.
Like the frequency came from me, not from the center of the shatter.
Both, basically.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
It's not a story, it's just it's a reaction. So like if you are a bonus sensitive, you can still do it.
No. I will like tap on Oren, who is like right beside me, like, and I will point at the motherfucker over there, and I will give you bardic inspiration because that's the only thing I can do for my bonus action right now. I do remind you, if you use your bardic inspiration, there are special effects, so do say so if you're using it.
Yes.
You get given inspiration by someone who has massively wide eyes right now, making me feel very inspired.
So I will say that with that, with the end of your turn, as you see basically in front of you, three snakes, two of them are pretty bad shape, um, and a huge. I mean, if I need to like read it, I would say it's like 3 buses long, give or take.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like basically a huge snake coming towards you with very, very big white eyes. and an open maw with large fangs outside of it, and he's just swimming directly towards you and the barrier. Um, and maybe now we're starting to realize why are all the bones so close to the barrier. Um, and with that, I think this will be a good point to stop the session and we'll get back to fighting next time.